JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukottai, Department of Computer Applications. This PPT is made for the course PHP and MySQL, done by Dr. K. Selvan. Here we are going to discuss elaborately PHP functions. We know very well that all programming languages having this feature function, because function may be a self-contained segment of code. So a program may be viewed as a collection of functions. PHP functions are similar to other programming languages. A function is a piece of code which takes one or more input in the form of parameter and does some processing and returns a value. So that function means it is a set of code. It performs a specific operation. To perform such a specific operation, it requires some input data. So the input data can be collected from outside the function, and the function performs a task. Finally, it returns a value. We already have seen many functions like array. Array is a function. So using array we can create a new array. Likewise, there are built-in functions, but PHP gives you option to create your own functions as well. So we can create our own functions. Array is a function, but it is a built-in function. So built-in function means it's a coding, it's a task, everything predefined. But user-defined function is a special one. There are two parts which should be clear to you when we are discussing functions: creating a PHP function and calling a PHP function. So we will discuss elaborately what is creating and calling. In fact, you hardly needed to create your own PHP function, because there are already more than 1,000 of built-in library functions created for different area, and you just need to call them according to your requirement. For example, array means whenever we are going to create any array means just we can call array. Come to understand creating PHP function. It is very easy to create your own PHP function. Suppose you want to create a PHP function which will simply write a simple message on your browser when you will call it. Following example creates a function called a write message. So write message is a function name. So in a program, whatever a term end with open bracket and close bracket is a function, and then calls it just after creating it. So once a function is created, then only it can be called. Note that while creating a function, its name should start with the keyword function, and all the PHP code should be put inside open brace and close brace. So this is given in the example. Here creating a function is given in green color code. Function, write message, open bracket and close bracket. Function Function name open bracket close bracket means this specify creating a function. its code is given within open brace and close brace given below. So here when right function called echo you are really a nice person, have a nice time. So this message going to be printed. Next, calling a function means just we are going to call the function using its name alone. Here write message open and close bracket. Here prior to write message there is no function, so that what it implies, it is calling a function. So once write message function executed means you are really a nice person, have a nice time. This will be the output. PHP functions with parameters. I told already, function is a self-contained segment of code. It performs a specific task. To perform such a specific task, it requires some data. So the data can be collected from outside the function. So what data it going to collect, called a parameter. So PHP gives you option to pass your parameters inside a function. You can pass as many as parameters you like. These parameters work like variables inside your function. So following example takes two integer parameters and add them together and then print them. So in the given below example, there is one function, add function. So when it is created, it must be specified with a function term. So function, add function, it required two data, num1 and num2. These two are parameters. Next, what operation it going to do? Num1 and num2, these two are going to be added and the result going to be stored in sum. Next, the sum of, and this echo statement going to be executed, sum of these two numbers is printed. So creating function over. Next, calling this function is given in green color. Add function 10, 2. So 10, 2, these two are two data or values. The value, first value 10 going to be stored in first parameter num1 and the second data 20 going to be stored in second parameter num2. Then sum1 and num1 and num2, this what value stored in num1? 10, 20 stored in num2. So sum of these two 30. This is stored in sum. Next, echo statement executed. Sum of two numbers is 30. So this is the output. Next topic, passing arguments by reference. It is possible to pass arguments to function by reference. So already what we seen is value, but now by reference. This means that a reference to the variable is manipulated by the function rather than a copy of the variable's value. So in the previous example, num1 it contains value 10, it is stored in, it going to be passed to add function. So both are different variables. So in the previous one, Here, come to understand, there are two functions, add 5, add 6. These two are functions, and these two are created using the term function. For add 5, one input data is given, that is num, and for reference, function add 6, here one parameter is passed, but before that parameter there is one address of operator. So the address of operator refers, it is a reference type value, reference type data. For your understanding, originum is equal to 10. Originum is a PHP variable, 10 is stored. Next, add 5 function is called. So with the parameter originum. So add 5 function called, it contains 10, then it is incremented by 5. So what value stored? Here there are two variables. Originum, it contains 10, but num contains 15. So these two are different data. So if you are going to change anything in num, will not be affected in originum. Next, add 6. Here also originum, it contains 10, it going to be passed, but its address going to be taken, so that num and originum both having the same location. So if you do any modification, what modification done in num going to be reflected in originum, what modification performed in originum going to be reflected in num. So this is the benefit of reference. Now we are discussing PHP functions returning value. I told already, function means it performs a specific operation. So it expect an input. So finally it produce output. So this output going to be returned to where it is called, where this function called. The final output going to be returned. So a function can return a value using a return statement in conjunction with a value or object. So in PHP, a function can return a value or an object. Return stops the execution of the function and sends the value back to the calling code. Here we must have some idea. But once return statements executed in any function means no statements inside a function going to be executed. So return statement going to terminate the execution of the function. You can return more than one value from a function using return array. So this is a specific feature of a PHP. So the following example. So the following example takes two integer parameters and add them together and then returns their sum to the calling program. Note that return keyword is used to return a value from a function. Next, setting default values for function parameters. So this is one special one. So in function two tasks important, creating a function and calling a function. So when a function is called using function name and parameters. So if a parameters not passed means it must perform a specific operation, at the same time it requires some data. If data not passed means we have to give the default values at the time of function creation. So this is given very clearly in the example. There is one function print me. Here the default value is null. Here the function print me called without any parameters, so that the default value is taken as the input, that is null is taken as the input, and print param. Next, this is a test is the output. Dynamic function calls. It is possible to assign function names as strings. Try to understand. It is possible to assign function name as strings. Function name going to be a value of one variable. So that it is possible to assign function name as strings to variables and then treat these variables exactly as you would the function name itself. So instead of calling a function using function name and open and close bracket, the function name going to be stored in one variable, and if the variable name called with open and close bracket means that function going to be executed. That is, so here there is one function say hello. So it going to print hello, and another there is one variable function holder. Here the function name is assigned as a string within double quotation. Next, function holder is a variable, so it going to be called with open and close bracket. So function holder contains say hello, so say hello function is called, so say hello function executed, so finally hello is the output. Thank you.